I mean, I have people ask all the time, like, do you ride alone? And I'm like, yeah, I ride alone a lot. And they're like, aren't you scared?
That rear tire roll, just a touch.
Doesn't that scare you? Like, what if something happens? And I'm like, well,
Shoot.
I mean, I've got this pack here. This is my riding pack. I sell this pack on my website. It's got a lot of stuff in here. I'm just gonna go through and just pull out and show you some of the stuff that I have up here.
I'm losing my front wheel down there.
For emergency stuff. First off, I got a beanie because I'm bald, and if it gets cold, this would be good to have.
If you get wet and cold, it's easy to become hypothermic.
Actually double this up as like a camera protector. Of course, I've got mics, because why would somebody not need mics? I've got a first aid kit here with some trauma stuff, Israeli bandage, some things like that. I've got obviously water. Here's stuff to like some fire starting fuel. Here is a water filter in case I needed to just grab water out of a stream. Here is a life bivvy. This is a sleeping bag that doesn't have insulation, but it would keep you alive through the night. This is an extra set of levers. Here is a tow strap in case I needed to get pulled. These are some wet wipes in case nature calls. This is a set of my fender straps in case I need to strap something to the bike or whatever. Then I have a 3-liter water bladder here. I've got a trail saw in there that I carry. Let's get into some of this other emergency stuff. Here is a Zoleo GPS device. This is a two-way communicator that I can always get in touch. I've got an extra set of gloves in here. This is up in the top pack, the top pouch. I've got extra batteries for my camera, some ibuprofen, some Excedrin. In the outside, the front pack, I've got a bunch of different food in here. There's a couple energy bars, there's some fruit leathers, some good stuff that way. There's a spark plug in here. I've never actually fouled a plug on a big bike. Okay, so this is a plug that would generally fit most of the bigger bikes that I've got. I have a steel stick. This is JB Weld. I can fix an engine case with that. I have my tool pack that hooks to the outside of the pack here in the front, which is it's a standalone thing. There's everything from a trail pump to tools to plugs to fix tires. I've got an extra shifter in here. I have a bunch of different like Y handles and Torx bits and a wrench to take off my tire front and rear. Obviously I mentioned tire plugs before. Here's a lighter in case I need to make a fire. This is a master link for my chain. These are just a bunch of like miscellaneous spare fuses. I got zip ties in here. This is more ibuprofen just in case somebody takes a bump or whatever. There's also some additional larger, flatter bandages in here in case you had, something you're trying to control a little bit of bleeding or like something like that. But yeah, so that's the tool pack here. This is a standalone thing that you can buy separate, but it also comes with the backpack if you buy the backpack. And then on the outside here, on these chest straps or whatever, I have an additional way to start a fire. I'll bring it up by my face. This is a ferro rod so that that's another way to start a fire. Some chapstick in here. This is the tool in case you're not riding a bike that has WP suspension and you need to adjust your clickers like on a KYB fork or Showa fork or any of those other chumps that don't know how to make it finger clicker. Inside the other shoulder harness, I've got one of these fix-it sticks, basically a tool kit, a little tool pack here that has a bunch of different like Allen wrenches and screwdrivers and nut drivers, 8mm, 10mm, that kind of stuff. And then here is a power valve adjuster, another Torx bit or whatever. Oh, and then also I've got my cell phone with me as well. When I'm up here in the backcountry with this pack, I've been using this pack for over a year. There's probably only 3 rides that I've done when I haven't had this pack with me, but I will take my drones in this pack as well. And this camera I'm using is a Sony a7S III and a little tripod, and it's all encased in this pack as well when I'm out going. And so I can take so much stuff with me. And I have like this emergency, kind of an emergency plan where I've got a bunch of different things. I have food, I have water, I have a way to stay warm. If I think it's going to be cold or raining or whatever, I will also typically carry, you know, a windbreaker in here. Today, like the weather is crazy good, and we're in the middle of June. My main plan for staying warm on a day like today, you know, if I was out a little bit later, I can throw on the beanie, and then this doubles as like keep my camera good while it's, you know, bouncing around in the pack. So I just think you just have to think things through a little bit. You know, and this riding pack with that configuration, it probably weighs close to 20 pounds. And so you need to have, like, it's been a long time since I've done a what's in my riding pack video. And so that's what this is, just real simple, what's in my pack. And because of those different things, and obviously this isn't like a comprehensive, like, oh, I have everything I need. It's a balancing act to have the stuff that, you know, I've seen go wrong before, time and time again, and then I've got a lot of different protective parts on the bike, hardened a lot of different areas to where I feel like I'm pretty confident that this is gonna work. I ride dirt bikes to get recharged. I'm an introvert, and I come out here to be in nature and to be alone and to feel my place in the world, to feel my place kind of in the universe. And it's magical to me. Yes, I do like, if I'm gonna push it harder and I'm gonna go like way out into the backcountry, super far, and, you know, kind of push the limits or something, yes, I wanna go riding with at least one other person, just in case something happens. And yeah, you're like, yeah, you could break your leg and whatever, tip over, and then what? But I have some contingency plans. I've got my cell phone, and I've got that Zoleo, you know, I don't have service right here on my cell phone, but I do have, you know, that Zoleo two-way GPS communicator, which I have reviewed before, you know, and I can send out messages over satellite with this thing. If I remember, I will put, come on, man, just pick it up. It likes to catch my eye. If I remember, I can put a link down in the video description on this. These are about $200, and then the subscription, I'm paying somewhere between 20 and 25 a month for this, but I feel like it's just really good insurance. It has a good app that connects to your, that you use on your smartphone. I've used this one and the Garmin InReach. In fact, I still have the Garmin InReach. It's risk versus reward. You've got to decide what is worth it to you and what is not worth it to you. To me, the risk of riding alone often is worth it to me because of the value and the benefit that I get out of it, you know, that rechargement. And I'm feeling it right now. It's like it's charging my batteries. I got a good workout coming up to this point. It was, you know, wasn't super long. And then I needed to cut out some branches off this because I got basically torn off the bike pretty much because of this tree that came over and is deadfall. And so I cut some things out of it with my saw. I should say I do a little trail maintenance every time I go out. And if you do a little bit all the time, it adds up. This riding pack I sell for $100 on my website. It does not come with a water bladder. Those, you know, sold separately from other people. Yeah, these riding packs are awesome. I really enjoy this. Always fun getting a mouthful of dirt. So I enjoy this pack. And you can see, dude, this thing has been through war. Used it over a year, and it's still going strong. So yeah, buy one of these for me if you want. You may wonder why it doesn't have like breathable thing back here. I just wanted this to be durable. I've had other packs where I wear out the back, especially down here on the bottom, and this is just a more durable material. Maybe it isn't the most breathable thing, but I feel like we typically have layers on anyway, and we typically have vented gear on us, and we're sweating like a pig anyway. And what I wanted is something that wasn't gonna wear off. So on the bottom of that pack. So I have a bunch of these in stock right now still, but they take so long to get. I don't know when I'll have more of them in stock once these sell out. So moral of the story is, if you want one of these things, go ahead and grab it. And I might edit this part out because I don't know if my sweepstakes is still going. But if I have a sweepstakes going, this thing will get you 20 entries into the sweepstakes, which is awesome. It's the most expensive thing I sell on my website because it's the most expensive thing for me to procure. And I have to buy a crap ton of these things in bulk in order to make it worthwhile. And it's a huge outlay for my business. So anyway, that's just a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. This is the DBC riding pack in Stealth Black. Get one while supplies last, and then let me know what you're carrying in your pack as far as like emergency preparedness stuff. I'm probably carrying more than most people, but a big part of that is because I'm riding alone. a lot. You have to kind of decide what's worth it to you, what you want, what you don't want. That's what I have for you guys. And if you want to support Dirt Bike Channel, one of the best ways you can do it is use my links. So if you're not going to buy one of these things, use my links to Rocky Mountain ATV. It should be down in the video description or over on my website, dirtbikechannel.com. That really, really helps me out. Rocky Mountain ATV gives me a referral bonus on anything you purchase. So you can, once you click on my links for Rocky Mountain ATV, you can buy anything they sell and I get credit. The things that I have in my links as far as like, those are just ideas, but you're welcome to buy anything that they sell. So, okay, I think that's what I've got for you guys. And until next time, leave a single track.